Well, high school football recruiting has been blowing up in the state of Arizona. 76 offers have gone out in the past 2 weeks, and this is the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup. We're here to help you break it out and down. I'm Jordan Ham, and I'm going to bring in Jason Jewell here on Skype. And Jason, plenty of offers to get to, but we want to focus on guys getting their first offers, and there are quite a few to get to. We're going to start with a couple guys over at Saguaro.
Yeah, in the state last 2 weeks, there were 16 players that got their first scholarship offers, and four of them actually were over at Saguaro High School. The first one we're going to start with is a 2020 offensive tackle, Ty Kaysen. Now, we know that Saguaro and the SaberCats lost 3 Pac-12 offensive linemen last year, graduating those guys. Jason Mons really likes Ty Kaysen. Big offense tackle, got his first offer from Arizona State. Then 2 guys back in the secondary, Nate Polk, Brandon Shivers. Gosh, they had a busy week. They got 3 Pac-12 offers: Utah, Oregon State, and Arizona. Then one of my sleeper prospects in the state, wide receiver Zach Wilson, he got 2 offers, comes from Campbell, and then UNLV offered after that. And UNLV actually offered him, though he plays wide receiver, offered him as a safety.
Keeping it in Scottsdale over at Chaparral, Tommy Christakis is a name you should know. It's a guy that Jason has compared to Mark Andrews, and he picks up his first offer.
Yeah, I actually ended up getting 2 offers, one from Arizona State and another one from Northern Arizona. He's a guy that I absolutely loved, and I made the comparison. Mark Andrews, who I just recently saw is going to be is ranked the top tight end prospect in next year's NFL draft. So obviously, I think very highly of Christakis.
Higley seems to be a place that's heating up as well. Cade Matthews, the linebacker, 112 tackles last year. He picks up his first offer.
Yeah, so you mentioned Matthews. He's the linebacker that was all over the place. He got his first Division I offer, and it comes from Columbia. And then Avery Demmons, defensive tackle, guy that has 0 tape. The reason he has no tape, he sat out last year because of the transfer rules. But he's 6'5", weighs 285 pounds, and he ends up getting 3 offers: Idaho, Arizona, and Iowa State. And then speaking of the Cyclones, Iowa State turned around and offered another Higley player, 2019 offensive lineman, defensive lineman Ty Robinson.
Chandler has had a long line of running backs going to the next level. It seems like the next guy in line could be DeCarlos Brooks as he picks up his first offer.
Yeah, just a junior, and the offer comes from Oregon State. Brooks, a guy that has played running back, could be a defensive back as well. Got that first Pac-12 offer coming from the Beavers.
And then also you have Zach Bowers, the linebacker over at Chandler, picking up his first offer as well to Nevada. We're going to keep it here in the Chandler Unified School District over at Perry. Deshane James, this is a guy that did everything last year, whether it was at quarterback, running back, or receiver. He gets his recruiting going as well.
James is only going to be a junior, big kid, 6'3", over 200 pounds, gets offers from Northern Arizona and from Iowa State.
Gary Bragg had a great start to his season over at Mountain Point, almost 900 yards and 12 touchdowns before his season ended prematurely due to injury, but he picks up an offer as well as a Hamilton offensive lineman.
Yeah, so the Idaho Vandals went over there and offered Bragg, and he's a guy that if he did not hurt his knee last year, I think he's a player that has more offers right now besides just one from Idaho. He's a kid that can really run. And then Hamilton offensive tackle Hunter McGinnis got his first offer from Idaho as well. Big kid, 6'5", over 300 pounds, plays some tackle, probably going to be a guard at the next level, but a big mauler prospect.
Montana comes into the state of Arizona. They've recruited pretty well over the past few years, offer a running back that we both really like over at Red Mountain, as well as an offensive lineman at Verado.
Yeah, let's talk about Lance Lawson over at Red Mountain High School. He is just one of the best players, period, in the state of Arizona. Doesn't have ideal height, and that's why I think this is his first offer. But gosh, is he productive and a very good player, that offer coming from Montana. Then Sean Anderson, another giant offensive lineman over at Verado High School, got his first offer from Montana, 6'7", and he's actually slimmed down since last year. I saw him working out this offseason. He slimmed down to under 300 pounds, and he looks fantastic.
Robert Jordan over at Mesquite can rush the passer with the best of them, and he picks up his first offer as well.
Yeah, I tweeted not too long ago and compared Robert Jordan to Hamilcar Rashed, the Chandler defensive end that's now at Oregon State. And I see the same thing out of this kid, 6'3", right at 200 pounds. He's a guy that plays outside linebacker, defensive end, and can get to the quarterback. First offer for Jordan comes from South Dakota State. And we know the Jackrabbits recruit here very, very heavily and do a very good job. Very smart for them to be the first offer for Jordan.
And wrapping up the offers, Jaden Hoyt over at Northwest Christian gets his first offer from San Diego.
Yeah, a guy that I saw last year in the playoffs, kid that's 6'4", about 280 pounds, plays on both sides of the ball, and obviously a very smart kid if he's getting an offer from a high academic school like University of San Diego.
26 offers to these 16 players in the past 2 weeks. There are plenty more to come for this group of players. This has been the Rock and Refuel Recruiting Roundup on Sports 360 AZ.